This is an Allen Bradley Micrologix1200 PUC, and this is an Allen Bradley PINOUT 300 micro HMI. Right now, the communication between the PUC and the HMI is DH485. The PUC model number is 1762-L40BXB. The HMI model number is 2711-M3A19L1. In this video, we will use this router from Prosoft to upgrade the communication to Ethernet IP. The router model number is PLX51-DF1-ENI. After this communication upgrade, the old Micrologix1200 will be able to communicate with the newer, better HMI PINOUT Plus 7. My computer is currently online with the PUC over the H485. The first thing we need to do is to change the communication to DF1. Go to channel configuration, channel 0, change driver DH485 to DF1. Apply. OK. Download the new DF1 communication to the PUC. OK. Yes. Yes. We won't be able to go online with the PUC right away because the communication between the PUC and my computer is still set up for the H485. Click apply. Now we need to change the cable between my computer and the PUC to DF1. Between the PUC and my computer, I have two cables. The first one is an Allen Bradley 1761-CBL-PMO2, and the second one is just a 232 USB cable. Now let's go live with the PUC. DF1, the PLC online, run, yes. So DF1 communication is working right now on the PLC. Now let's go offline. To work on this DF1 router from Prosoft, we will need to download and install this software to the computer. Prosoft PLX50 configuration utility. This blue cable will go to my computer. We have 4 dip switches here on the side of the router. It is currently connected to my computer. We have OK LED solid green and Ethernet LED blinking green. Now let's go to the software. Click on create new project. And then click on DHCP server. This will take forever to find the router MAC address. This is the router. The router MAC address. Click on assign. Give it an IP address. Enable static, disable DHCP. OK. Status complete. The second way to set the IP to the router is to set dip switch 4 to on position. This will set the default IP address 192.168.1.100 to the router. The link for the user manual of the PLX51-DF1-E9 is included in the video description. Go to page 12. Dip switch number 4. Upon boot up, the Ethernet IP address will be set to 192.168.1.100 and the network mask to 255.255.255.0. On the computer, we need to change the network adapter to be on the same network with the router. Go to Control Panel, Network and Internet, Network and Sharing Center. The router IP address is 192.168.1.100. So my computer IP address will be 192.168.1.55 to be on the same network with the router. Okay, close. Command prompt, cmd, ping the router IP address 182.168 DB9.1.100. My computer is in the router right now. In Prosoft PLX50 configuration utility software, select New, go to Device, Add, select the router PLX51-DF1-ENI. OK. Cancel. Select router, right click, connection path, browse. This is the router that is connected to my computer right now. Select it. OK. OK. Right click on the router. Select download. Download successful. OK. Go back to the router. Set the dip switch number 4 back to off position. Double click on Ethernet port configuration. Change the IP address to 192.168.0.90. OK. 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 Go back to Network and Sharing Center to change the computer IP address. The router new IP address is 192.168.0.90. So the computer new IP address needs to be 192.168.0.55 to be on the same network with the router. OK. OK. Close. Go back to Prosoft PLX50 configuration utility. Right click, connection path. OK. Right click, go online, download. OK. We are now online with the router. Ethernet port configuration. Go to configuration, double click. Go to serial DF1. Make sure the configuration here matches with the configuration in the Micrologix1200. Channel configuration, channel 0. driver DF1 full duplex, ball 19200, parity none, error detection CRC. Okay. Full duplex, ball rate 19200, parity none, detection CRC. Okay. Download. Okay. Between the Micrologix1200 and the router, we will have an Allen Bradley cable, 1761 CBL PM02, a DB9 breakout male, and 3 wires. The user manual for the Allen Bradley cable is also included in the video description. Go to page 62. This is the 1761 CBL PM02 cable. This route connector will be connected to the PLC. The other end will go to the DB9 breakout. After the DB9 breakout, there will be 3 wires go to the router. We will use 3 pins on the DB9. Number 2 for RxD, number 3 for TXD, and number 5 for ground. Blue go to number 5, black go to number 3, and white go to number 2. On the router, we have blue go to ground, black go to TX, white go to RX. Back to the computer, open Linux Classic. Expand AB Ethernet IP. This is the router. Right click. Select upload EDS file from device. Next. 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 Finish. It's no longer a big question mark. We can see the router icon now. Now let's work on the HMI program. Go to Factory Talk Links, Communication Setup. Right click, delete, yes. Right click, add device. Net, ENI, SLC, and Micrologix. Micrologix1200, okay. IP address will be 192.168.0.90. This is the router IP address, okay. copy from design to runtime? Yes. Okay. Now let's go to one of the displays to test the communication. So it is reading data from the PLC. Now let's create an MER file for the HMI. Now let's download it to the HMI. Select the HMI, download. Okay. Close. So the old Micrologix1200 PLC now can communicate with the newer Allen Bradley panel view plus 7 HMI over Ethernet IP with a Cat5 cable. That will be it. Thank you for watching.